Okay, can y'all hear me now? Is it better now? I forgot to set my mic to I forgot to set my OBS so I can catch my mic. So it probably was catching my not my mic but my what's it? Microphone on my computer. Yeah, but I do really low, but I tried to turn it up. Alright, is that better? I don't know if... I don't know, blowing my ears out. Hopefully it's good. Or at least better. Yeah, but... Okay. A little bit. Yeah, I don't know. That hasn't been... There, just... Screw it. Let's just do it like that. And we'll see what happens. Maybe it's something I have to mess with, or I don't know. Probably something to mess with out of stream to figure out if anything's wrong. Oh, am I doing this on the wrong thing? Ah, damn it. Whatever. Not too noticeable. Okay. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the other stuff I wanted to make for my shop. Yeah. Oh, I also have a what's it? I forgot the other thing I'm selling. I'm also selling I have a Pride merch collection. I have a Pride collection right now. It's a bunch of werewolves with like the different flags and like colors and stuff. Because it's supposed to play on the joke of like, oh, a full moon is her time for a werewolf to come out, and then I'm gay, you know? Ha ha ha, funny. That's all right. Okay. I don't know. I think it's weird. I don't really have like a PC setup either, so I don't know if that's something. Yeah. They're not dead, are you? No, they're not dead. Music. It's not about headphones. It's not about headphones. Because sometimes my headphones weird with like headphones and stuff, but it's not that. Because my headphones are working, so I can hear the music playing. Merch, I am very low though, so yeah, I am selling. I have a couple of merch. I have my own store, ACG Goods store. So I'm selling these chibis. I have a couple of, I only have 3 Jojo Chibis, but I have one so far of what's Jonathan, Joseph, and Jotaro. I'm working on Josuke, and I'm eventually gonna do everybody else. So I have those as stickers and keychains. I have a couple of just like horror, spooky themed merch. I have some Vocaloid prints, and then I have Pride merch, where it's werewolves. With like the different flag colors. I have 18 of them, 18 different ones for the wolves. Which I could add more, but like, you know, if I guess it's just a different, you know, pride flags. But I have 18 of them right now. And I have the link in the description and in the profile of my channel, so you can check that out. And this is going to be something I will sell. Oh, you know what? I could just do this. Hold on. And then flip. Haha, I figured it out. Oh, that's neat. I'll check them out later when I can. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Even just getting a little bit of attention makes me happy. I mean, like, you know, seeing like, oh, hey, look, someone looked at my stuff. That makes me happy, so thank you. I know. I wish I could get a sale, but you know, just started, so trying to be positive. That should be good, right? Yeah. Maybe shrink it just a tad. Oh god. Yeah. I have more plans with different merch. I just gotta make it. But I think it's just because like I'm doing this one is like I'm just invested in doing the JoJo merch. But yeah, it's like plenty of merch I can make stuff up. I just need to do it. But I also got other stuff going on too that I want to draw or like do work on. So then I kind of just forget and I just need to like. That's why my first streams kind of help because then I can just be like, oh, this stream we're gonna work on this stuff. And then like two birds with one stone. I'm streaming and I'm working on my store. That's kind of what I'm doing here. I can't tell. Is it protruding? Maybe just a little bit. Also doing like Minecraft. I have other types of JoJo merch I want to do. Like I want to do prints for sure. Like I want to do kind of like poster-like prints for like the different parts. Eventually, maybe standees too. It's gonna do that for Vocaloid as well, because you know I like Vocaloid, and it's hard to find like any kind of like figurines, at least for like anyone who's not Miku. At least for me, I know it's out there, but for me it's hard to find. Same with JoJo figurines, you know. For me, where I'm at, there's like no place that sells them. But yeah, like I have this one idea for Poochie, like a Poochie Sandy. So like, yeah, I got plans. I just gotta do them. I just want to do like horror movies. I like horror movies. I'm actually gonna do a analog horror stream next week where I watch. It was voted on. I'm gonna watch Wilton Files, which I've tried to watch Wilton Files before, and not because I didn't stop because it was bad. I just stopped because I forgot about it. I liked it, and I've seen like the Pumpkin Rabbit specials, but not. I watched like two or three episodes of the Wilton Files, like the main series, and then I kind of just stopped. And now I was, you know. Also, I have a job now. I'm employed. Just kidding. So, but now that I have a job, you know, I have something I need to do besides just this art stuff. So, but I need to do this job because I'm broke as fuck and I need money. Yeah. I'm really appreciative of it. I'm not gonna talk about like what it is, but it's not bad. It's I just finished my first week of it, but it's gonna get busier now. So I'm not working like super long shifts. So that's like one good thing about it. It's just they're not long shifts at all. Like 3 hours at most. I think one of them is 4 hours. I think. But not very long. I guess because it's just a summer. It's just a thing for the summer, so they don't finish it that long. This week was pretty easy. I didn't work one day, and I didn't work 2 days, but I'm not a fan of JoJo series since I haven't seen much of the series myself. Honestly, I do enjoy how the art is turning out. Thanks. Yeah, JoJo's can be. I don't know. I like it a lot. But I understand not everybody does. It is kind of a taste. Like if you're not into like a lot of like action or just like stuff like that, like too much action anime or just like the vibe's a bit, it's not your vibe, that's okay. I get it. But, you know, something I like. I know for a while I wasn't interested in it either until I think I finally got like convinced enough. I started, I don't know what it was exactly, but I think I just got curious enough from seeing stuff around. And I was like, sure, why not? I can see what the memes are about. And then I watched it and it got me. I'm also completely new to your channel. I discovered your channel like 6 minutes ago, I think. Yeah, well, welcome. Welcome to the channel. I've kind of recently revived this channel, because for a while I didn't make stuff for it. I don't know. It's like I was trying to do videos, but I could not focus on making one video because I just felt like I was doing so much other stuff already that like I could not sit down to edit. So I kind of abandoned it instead of just putting some occasional short. Until I was like, hey, wait, I could just start streaming. And that's like content right there, so YouTube won't like banish me. So started making more shorts again, and then I did streaming, and here we are. At least the shorts, and even some of the streams help a bit, because I have gotten a couple more subscribers. Almost there to 200, so that's cool. Probably would have been there sooner if I was more consistent, but it's alright. I'm glad that I'm, you know, back on the path. Hopefully I can get, you know, more people who enjoy my stuff. I'm glad you're enjoying it so far. I mostly just do art. Honestly, I struggle with making videos. Because I was like, oh, I should do art once, but then I don't have the energy to do any kind of art specifically for a video, so then I just don't do it. Shorts is probably the most thing I have on this channel because it's the easiest thing to make. Which kind of sucks, but what can you do? Okay, it's the same thing. Kind of to simplify his a bit. I know because I'm looking at the proportions of like, oh, these aren't right. But like, you know, he's a chibi anyway, so whatever. This whole stream is just gonna be me drawing this goddamn stand. We're almost there, I think. I don't know, I still gotta do all the stuff on his hands, so maybe not. Maybe I should just shut up and just keep drawing. Quit complaining. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. That's too damn bad. You keep digging. Yeah, you aren't wrong. The shorts are easy to make and get attention these days, especially nowadays. Yeah, honestly, that's part of it too, because like the first time I ever hit anywhere close to 1,000 views was shorts. None of my videos have ever gotten near it. I think I've won is like 500. But yeah, no, my shorts do infinitely better most of the time. Sometimes they're like really bad. Like I have this one short who only has like 9 views. But I think that's part because like that was me when I was trying to post again, and then you know YouTube was so mad at me, I guess, for not posting for so long. So I didn't get that much traction on that one. But my other ones have been kind of doing better. I need to make more, but I have to like sit down and edit those. I think it'll help too, because I make a lot of my shorts usually for Instagram. And like, you know, Instagram trends are different than YouTube trends sometimes, so YouTube doesn't sometimes respond very well to like when I make a video for Instagram and then post it to YouTube, and YouTube's just like, what is this? And I'm just like, oh, okay, my bad. But yeah, shorts definitely get more attention. I've noticed. Like half my subscriber count, most of my subscriber count is from doing shorts. Like no kidding. Like actually no joke. But you know, I mean, I'm appreciative. I'm not like complaining. Like oh, it's just. I mean, if I'm all posting to shorts, then yeah, most of my subscribers are gonna be from shorts. I feel like especially help like thing with art, like art. You know, people. It's like, yeah, it's gonna come from shorts. Like, what's it? One art YouTuber I really like on here is Nirami, and most of her content is shorts. But they get a shit ton of like attention, and that's why she's huge. So like, it's just how the cookie crumbles there. And same thing for like other art, like content creators, you know. Same thing with Instagram too. Instagram, you ain't making no fucking anything if you're just doing posts. You're not making shit. But I mean, that's how the robot wants it, so I guess that's what we're doing now. But I'm still appreciative of where I'm at right now. Like, you know, I'm getting somewhere, and I'm glad I'm getting somewhere. And all I can hope for is that it keeps growing. If I keep consistent with these streams, maybe we can get there. By the way, how long have you been doing art in general? Oh boy, that's a I know it sounds basic. Yeah, kind of since when I was a kid, I kind of started taking it more serious. Like, 8th grade, like freshman year. I started kind of taking it a bit more seriously. Cause around like 6th or 7th grade, I started making comics, which is my main thing. Which I will do a stream of my comic eventually, but I work ahead, so like if I try to do it now, it'll be spoilers. But yeah, so if I start like 8th grade freshman year, let's say freshman year, so I started taking it seriously, like oh, this is a career path. Then I would have been what? Shit, 14 maybe. Yeah, so that's like, wait, about 6 years taking it seriously, and then I've been doing digital art for 3 years. Yeah, wait, yeah, because I started doing it more in 2023. Yeah, so about digital art for about 3 years, 3 to 4 years. Wait, yeah, 3 years. Digital art for 3 years, taking art seriously in like freshman year of high school, but I've been drawing since I was a kid. So, you know, 5th grade. I don't know. Oh, this fucking stand, I swear. So couldn't you been like, I could start flat and it was easier to draw than this shit. I wonder like crashing out on this guy. I'm gonna lose my mind with every other stand in this series. Especially if I try to draw like any with like more than one. Maybe that's why I need to like start working on different fan art. So I don't get like Jojo burnout. Yeah. Drawing for a long time. You know, it's kind of a funny story. I remember, so like, as a kid, I was super into Ever After High, which I still like it, but, you know, nothing more to when I was a child. And I remember a kid me decided to make, like, a mermaid version of, like, Ever After High characters. And I remember remembering it, being like, oh, yeah, I think, like, I was like, oh, those were kind of cool, right? Like, I had a good idea. And then I went back and found the old art and looked at it, and I was like, actually, these are ass. I was a kid, so I get it. But I don't know what I was thinking I cooked for some reason. They were very ugly. One, the art was ugly because I was like, what, 10, 11 maybe when I was doing this? And all of the designs were just whatever character with a tail. And then, like, just literally just a t-shirt. Like, nothing else. Like, I didn't even, like, add anything to it. It was just a t-shirt. And I was like, what was I thinking? I still think the idea is cool. I mean, I don't know how I kept going on. That probably would be something we would have done. Like a mermaid. Because, I mean, Monster High did it. So, they probably would have eventually. But, which I think was my process as a kid. Was like, oh, Monster High had like a mermaid thing, so what Monster High did it? And, yeah. Kid me had a good idea, just not a good execution. We're almost there. Almost. I still gotta deal with the stuff on the arms and stuff. But we're almost there. First hour of the stream is just me doing this. I wanted to be good, because I'd be selling this. I should be getting paid sometime soon. If not this week, next week, I think. And I'm already like, ooh, money. What am I gonna buy? I'm gonna save most of it, but like one thing I do want to do is to buy some of my merch so I can have it and like use it to like show off. So I can be like, oh, buy. Here's what it looks like, guys. So I'm sure that'd be more enticing people than just seeing like a BNG. But I also like want to buy myself dinner. Because I haven't done it in a while, because I broke. Okay, I know this is probably not all accurate, but fuck it, we're going with it. I like the eyes, but shit. How am I? You know, with situations like this probably should prove to me, hey, maybe you should, like, clean up your sketches. No. Actually, nah. Because my brain, who can't focus on a project for more than 2 seconds, like, cannot spend extra time on, like, just a little thing when I could just fix it. Oh, it's interesting. I've only started taking art more seriously in 2020, and I left making art to continue game development, which I even end up regretting later on. Well, that's good. It's good to improve. Yeah, sometimes I mean, yeah, sometimes you just take a break from art. Something just need to do that. By the way, let me actually sub you since you deserve it. Aww, thank you. That's sweet. I'm glad you're improving, you know. Sometimes it does take, like, taking a break to, you know, just give give your mind a break and then go back and be like, hey, actually, I do like this thing, and you go back and do it, and you're like, oh wait, I love this, and you improve. So that's cool. I'm glad you got back into art. Glad you didn't give it up. And game development sounds cool. That's not something I've been thinking about, but like, probably couldn't do it just because like I know it takes a lot. I wouldn't mind like helping design a game or something, but I could not like do any kind of like actual like developing. I mean, I could if I tried, but I have way too much stuff on my plate. But yeah, the game sounds cool. Do both. Game development and art. That's cool. Because a lot of people do anyway. So, glad you're working on that. That's very cool. Sounds like very cool. Alright, so let's do... What if I just... Shortcut. The one good thing about digital art. You can take shortcuts. I mean, you can do traditional, but... Or, what's it? Hoops to go through. Yeah. 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 I'm just pasting. I'm so sick of this. Fine. It's not cheating. Just using my tools. I've seen people say that. Like, digital art's cheating or digital art's not real art. Because of, like... I usually just do 3D modeling and art as my older brother is a programmer and musician full-time. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Tag teaming. That's cool. That's cool. It's like work together. Yeah, I feel like if I were to like ever try, I definitely would need like somebody to do like the rest of it. I'll make the art, I'll like fix it however you need it, but like I can't program. Music especially, like you know, like, you have, like, those things where you're just like, oh, that'd be really cool to do, and then you, like, start thinking about it, and you're like, actually, I can't do any of this. Like, I daydream all the time about, like, oh, it would be cool if I could do this thing. Oh, it would be so cool if I could, like, do this, and then I, like, start thinking about it, and you're like, actually, not gonna happen. Because I don't know how to do it. It would take a lot of work. And that's why I appreciate people who can. Because, like, look at you go. Doing it all on your own, or like, you know, actually doing the thing and taking the time out to learn, or, you know, actually do the project. Like, I've had like random thoughts about like, yeah, making a game or like starting like a series of like shorts, because I got inspired by like those people, a lot of people who do like kind of like horror shorts on YouTube or whatever, or TikTok. Like one especially is like Mr. Plant, or like the Mourner. It's like Asher Garabi. He does. They do all those videos, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. I love to do like kind of like a weird core series. But then I'm like, actually, that's a lot. To like draw all the art, and then like voice actors, and then music, and then edit, and then do. And it's like, okay, maybe not. Actually, maybe not. My brain can't handle it. All the work. But that's the point. That's what I'm trying to tell my brain to shut up when it comes to like this stuff. He's like, I could do this just fine. I just gotta make sure my brain doesn't procrastinate on it, or just decide, actually, I don't want to work on that. Actually, nah. developing people are cool. I like watching a lot of people do. I like watching people play like indie games. Indie game people are cool. Just the fact that you went out there and made something. I was kind of like any artist, to be fair, especially this day and age. But like AI and then like the economy and like there's all this shit going on. It's like, you know, perhaps you to actually like get out there and make something. Even if it's not like, oh, you're not posting it or like sharing it to the masses, just the fact that you like took time and like did that for yourself, like, good job. We're almost there. And that's thing I realized when I was sketching up this design was like, Jesus Christ, this stand has so many details. Like, I was already kind of like sweating a bit when I was drawing Jotaro with Star Platinum. I was like, this Star Platinum's got a bit of detail, but it's not too bad. And then I got to this guy, and I'm like, oh shit. Never mind, they're bad. We're almost there. I just need to do the arms and like some of the sides, because you got like the side plate here. And it's like I just know their stance that are more detailed than this, and I'm already like sweating. And it's kind of one of those things you don't think about how detailed it is, and then you like actually go do it, and you're like, oh shit, wait. I'm gonna go 3D modeling. You're like, oh, I could do that, and then you go do it, you're like, actually, no, I can't. Like, I tried a 3D model once, because I was trying to make a model for, like, a house, for a comic, my comic that I'm working on. And I tried to use Blender at first, and I could not do it. I'm sure if I tried long enough, I could, but I was like, no, this is too much. I got overwhelmed. So then I found a different thing. It's a lot more simpler. It's block bench? Something like that. And it is a little more rough on the not rough on the edges, but it's like it's more for like pixel games. But I was like, this is fine. I'm just doing houses. And then I can like add the detail later. Eventually I probably should try Blender again just so I could like get more detailed models. But at least for what I wanted at the time, I was like, I have to see that. Looking at him, he's kind of cute. He kind of made him cute. But I guess that's the point here. See the arms, that should be everything. Or about everything. At least for the line art. I still gotta do everything else for the line art. So let's see the shoulder pads. Let's see the shoulder pads. Shoulder pads? Elbow pads! That's not the shoulder. That's not the oven. I don't know why every time I stream, I swear I just like my brain decides to dissolve itself, and I just start spouting nonsense and forgetting everything, every word that I knew. I don't know why it's like this. Maybe it's just how I am. Maybe this stream proves my true self. That's just how I am. I did get the hang of modeling in Blender, as it took me way too long to make something until I followed one tutorial and I changed everything. Yeah, that's probably what I need to do too, is just watch a tutorial. I tried to watch tutorials, but I didn't like do it while the tutorial was on, so maybe if I did something like that, that'd be better. I don't know. I have unrealistic expectations for myself sometimes, where I set to be a master or something immediately, and if I'm not, I just give up, which is like a bad habit I need to get rid of. yeah. Glad you figured it out. Probably take advice from you and just like actually stick to something and figure it out, you know? Okay. So yeah. I don't know. Probably definitely want to try and get more for like what any other comic project I do in the future. Cause the idea was to start making models so I can like have references for like buildings. But I don't know. I guess I've been lazy and not wanting to do it. Cause I haven't messed with lots of banks in a while. Should have done for like this recent pages I've been doing because it's a different house. But I decided, you're like she's only in it for like a page or two, it's fine. Which like was fine. Probably would have helped too. I don't know. My process is weird. I'm just all over the place. But it gets done. But, you know. Wait, that's something too. I need to start setting that comic up because I finished the pages I've wanted to finish to like start posting it again. But now I just need to like post it. But I've been overwhelmed a bit because there's other stuff I need to post or like have deadlines, and I'm like, shit. And kind of just having to figure out how I'm gonna post everything. Because I need to post art that I made for a prize for a Draw Senior Style Challenge I had like earlier this month. It ended earlier this month. And I never got a new Draw Senior Style Challenge. Though that one doesn't really have a deadline. I just need to work on it. And then I started trying to do some prompt challenge for June. And I need to do that. And then I keep making art and I'm like, oh, I should post that, or I should make a video about this, or I should do this, and it's just And then I have a job. And I also start finding another job anyway. Because that job's the job I have now is only for the summer, and the summer's gonna end before I know it. And jobs take an eternity to ever respond back to you, so and also need scholarships, and I'm very broke. I feel like it's like part of the song. Working 9 to 5. I'm not working 9 to 5, but you know. I don't know the words. I don't remember all the words to that song. I know the movie. I try to find stuff. By the way, since I also use Create to Draw, what brushes do you use the most in all or most of your work? So the brushes I typically use is the one I'm using now, which is just like, that's an eraser. But yeah, here we go. So like, just eraser. I use this one. What's it called? Ink fine liner. Yeah, Ink 2 fine liner. I use this for like all the line art. All the line art. And I use this brush, which is, what's this one called? I don't remember the names. What do you call it? Basic. Just a basic brush for the colors. I usually use the fill bucket tool when I color, because it's quicker. And then, I'll use that. And then if I'm trying to do like lighting, I just use the airbrush. And that's kind of all the brushes I use for most of my art. depending on what I'm doing, I'll do like different brushes. Like I really like using this like bubble brush, like the Jojo bubble kind of brush. This one for background, so it makes it pretty. Use the grass brush, you know, different stamp brushes. I even made a couple of my own for like certain things, but typically it's just basic fine liner, basic pen brush, eraser brush, and an airbrush for like some lighting. And that's basically it. I'm very basic. So that's basically everything I use. It only changed if I'm doing like something very specific. But yeah, just basic brushes. Fine liner, basic brush, and then airbrush for some lighting, depending on what I'm doing. Hold on, Hi! Welcome to the stream. Glad you could be here. Working on some Jojo art. I'm gonna check something real quick on Crazy Diamond, because I don't know how this thing works. Does he have two? He does have two, that's what I thought. He has two arm plates. That's horrible. Gotta have another person here. The more the merrier. Oh, it's supposed to come from closer to this arm plate thing. It's the lag I saw. Is it laggy? Like I saw earlier. I don't know, it might be. I don't know. My computer is kind of weird sometimes. And I did change the latency on this stream, so it could be like quicker. But oh no. Still kind of new to this. It might have been me. Honestly, I'm probably lagging. If anyone's lagging, it's probably me. This is all on a laptop. I have no PC setup. It's also been through hell. I take pretty good care of it because it's expensive. I didn't even buy it myself. It was a gift. I could tell it's like, yeah, I probably am lagging a little. I don't know. I haven't been. It does for me a bit of times, but it's fine for me mostly. Yeah, sorry about that. I can. Next stream, I can see if I can fix it. I don't know. I mean, I like do so much of it. If it's my internet, then it's like nothing I can really do about it. And then if it's the latency, I could probably fix that. If I could put on normal latency, the chat would be a little delayed, but that's what we gotta do. That's what we gotta do. And then I can be playing. Is this thing so cool? Oh hell yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of saw something. I don't know. It's something I'm just trying because I did see like. If you change the latency, it can lag a bit, but then the chat will be quicker. Like, I'll be able to see y'all chat sooner and like talk to y'all. But I don't know. I'm trying something new. If y'all don't like it, I can fix it. I can change it back next stream. That was gonna be more of a reaction stream anyway, so it's not too much of a chatting stream. I don't know. We're working things out. Okay, is that everything? Do we look good? I think that's everything. I think it's everything for that. Yay! Oh wait, no it's not. Damn it. Yes, he threw Benny McMachine pipes around his back. I'm talking about music here, I don't know why. Is it whatever's playing in the back is kind of what I was thinking about anyway. I think you should need to watch your stream. Yay! YouTube likes me. Well, glad YouTube recommended you here. We're just chilling. Josuke, yes, yes, Josuke, the boy. Yeah, I'm working on drawing all of the Joestars and eventually like villains and Joe Russ, all those guys. But on my list, Josuke's next, so we're doing Josuke. So next one after this will be Giorno, yay! Which I'm excited for that one because Giorno's one of my favorites. Josuke's up there though. I don't know. It's hard for me to pick favorites. I like all of them. And you can't see the rest of the pipes there because it's not. Had a little trouble doing this one. Just trying to come up with a pose, but that's one for like a simple one. So yeah. Now I will. Well, actually, if I do it like that, it should be fun. Yeah. Okay. Let's try coloring now. Yay. Color pick. Try to color. Hopefully I can finish this all in this stream. That was the idea. That's why I really should have done the line art before I should have finished the line art before I went on stream, but I was lazy and like I was scared because I knew Crazy Time was gonna take forever to line art. But we're here now. It's okay. Jojo pose. What should be the Let's see. I think that hair's good. If we give it some shading, it should be better. Let me check something real quick on the skin tone because like references have 2 different types of skin tones and I am confused. What should be more accurate? Oh my god. Like the manga, not the manga, the anime should be fine. We'll just see how it looks and then we'll adjust from there. Alright, we'll see that. So 2 different references, like one from the game and then one from the thing. The skin tones look different. At least on my thing they do. We're gonna go in the anime and we're gonna see what it looks like. Oh god, he looks purple on my screen. Let's see what he looks like on stream because my phone gives me a better idea of the colors. Oh yep, that man is purple. That's not it. That's not the color we're going for. Okay, so let's like not make him purple. My hair is kind of like purplish purple. We're looking like it's better. I don't know. What do y'all think? Do they light it up or just his head maybe? Or maybe that was right. I don't know. Sorry if this part's long. My computer's really weird with the colors. It always looks like sort of washed out. I don't know. That one actually might have been right. I like that one better. That looks more accurate. Alright. Now figure out this suit color. This is too light. What's your favorite part of making art? Favorite part of making art. Let me think. Well, I do like that process of making it to an extent. I get annoyed sometimes, but minus highlights. Yeah, highlights are cool. It really finishes up. Honestly, I do really like doing flat color. Flat colors and shading. Because I think, at least when I do flats, it feels like, oh, it's coming along. And then, like, rendering, which is like highlight, shading, all that. That definitely makes me go like, oh, I'm almost done. Yay! And then I like posting it after because I like to see people be like, oh, this is so cool. I love it. And it makes me happy because there's someone like, oh, people like my stuff. I made someone happy. Yay. So, yeah. But yeah, I like doing the flats and the shading. Or like, you know, like rendering. Because then it's like, at least for me, like flat, definitely, well, rendering definitely like pulls it together, but flats sometimes help that too, because it's like, oh, it's not just a blank screen, there's color. I think this could be good. I don't know, do you think this needs to be like a different shade maybe? I don't know. I think I changed it. We're trying to see things. We're trying to figure out things. Is that color better, or should I just stick with the other one? I don't know. Like in between. I think I just put it right back to where it was. That's good, actually. Y'all tell me if it looks off. Okay, and then he has like these gold bracelets. God. It could be a little bit. And just see what it looks like. I mean, I guess the one good thing about when it comes to like JoJo's is at least it's like colors don't have to be like super dead on because there's already known for the colors never being accurate. Or like, you know, they changed it a lot, so it's all good. Or something. So that's what I'm telling myself. Is this? It's a little fair. No, so you can know this. His earring? It's purple. Purple. Oh, I should like add. Hold on, liner. Gotta fix the liner. should add like the line where his shirt connects. Or his coat, whatever. If I didn't add it, I probably should. So let's do it. Adds a little something. It's a little better. These details on his shoe. What does my Jojo look like? What did I do with his feet? Did I have the detail there? Damn it, I did. Fix it, 'cause I didn't do it earlier. I forgot. Isn't there a part that like when it's like his shoes and he's like, oh, these are like really expensive like designer shoes and something. I'm like, what fucking high school student has like designer shoes about the expensive shit? I know like I think it's just a gag. I know Jojo says the same thing in part 3. When he's like talking about his uniform and he's like, oh, yeah, great grief, this uniform was expensive. Which I mean, I guess the uniforms would be expensive. At least I only need to draw this for this one shoe because you can't see the other one. Now we will add the colors. There we go. Yeah, there you go. We got it figured out. You draw a Wacom or Wacom tablet? No, I draw on a UG tablet. That's what, yeah, UGE. Yeah, that's what I draw on. I looked into a bit because I was thinking about getting a different one, and they're pretty cheap. I mean, relatively. I mean, what kind of games do you like playing? Games I like playing. Games I like playing. Let me think. Well, one of my favorite games is the Kirby games. I love playing the Kirby games so much. Like, they're my favorite. My favorite Kirby game would either have to be Triple Deluxe or like not Return to Dreamland. I haven't finished that one yet. Forgotten Land. Yeah. So yeah, I guess I like platformers definitely. I'm kind of diversified in what games I play. So like I play those. I play a lot of platformers. I've played RPGs. Like one I liked a lot, need to finish it, is Fire Emblem 3 Echoes? God, I forgot the name it's called. But yeah, I like rhythm games. I have Rhythm Haven on 3DS, and I play Project Sekai on my theme. And then I also like, I play Stardew Valley. I like horror games, but I haven't really played much. Most I've played is like Five Nights at Freddy's, and then like some Bendy, and I played like Resident Evil. I played RE4. But yeah, a lot of platformers, definitely a lot of platformers. I like a lot of fantasy games. Like I played Breath of the Wild and stuff like that. I like fighting games. I have JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, also Star Battle R, and I like Street Fighter, and I like Mortal Kombat. I also play Minecraft. So, I like a lot of games. But I guess platformers would be like the big ones, and that's like a lot of the games I like are platformers. Like, I did 100% the Spyro remake. So, you know. What color is it? Oh my god, he's got bright blue eyes. Hawaiians, bright big orbs. That's the answer. I love playing platform games as well. Yeah, they're fun. I don't know. They're fun. I don't know why. They're just fun to play. That's like the majority I play. I play other games, but that's like kind of ends up being what I play the most. Yeah. Also like Animal Crossing. I haven't played New Horizons, but I have New Leaf. I play New Leaf. I got it when I was a kid, when it first came out. I feel old, but I got it when it first came out as a kid. And I just wanted it because I was like, ooh. Animals. You're telling me I can go talk to an owl? Fuck yeah, sign me up. And the Blathers is my favorite NPC. I love Blathers. Does that color look right? Might be right. I can't really color pick here because it's too blurry. The images are too blurry to figure out like eye color. I'm kind of just being it. I can go back later and fix it if I have to, but should be okay. So now let's color this bitch. But yeah, kind of funny story with an experience I had with Animal Crossing as a child was, so like I said, I like Blathers a lot. And I always wanted to get him paintings. And like, oh, I'm finding all these fossils, I'm finding all these animals, but damn, I can't find any paintings. And then I discovered Red, and Red shows up, and I'm like, okay, this is the guy who sells you the paintings. That's what I thought as a kid. He was just the guy who sold you the paintings. And so I would just go into his shop and be like, okay, which painting do I like? And I'll buy a painting from him. And then I would give it to Blathers. What's your favorite bird, Sabrina? My name is Hummingbirds and Flamingos. My favorite bird? I like birds. I guess owls. I like owls. I like crows. Crows are cool. I like pigeons. I like the one bird that goes meep. I like that one. Is American woodcock? I like that one. That one makes me giggle. Saturated. Yeah, I like birds. I am the person who will like go out and see a bird and just yell bird. Like laptop, come on! I know. It's never usually this bad, but it wants to be now, I guess. Maybe I should go back to maybe I think next time I'll try. I'll just go back to the regular latency and just see what happens. My internet's not weird, so I don't know. I guess it's just the way the stream is on the computer right now. But yeah, so oh yeah, anyway, so Animal Crossing story, right? So I used to think Red was just the guy who gave me the paintings. So I would buy this paintings I thought I liked, and then would be so upset when I would go to Blathers, and then he'd be like, actually this is fake. And I was like, what? What do you mean it's fake? The painting guy sold it to me. And I just thought, like, I thought what it was like, oh, it's just random. Right? Like, it's just random. Like, you just buy a painting and you get lucky on, like, which one it was. It wasn't until, like, American Woodcock. Yeah, the meat bird. Meat. I love that one. That one's funny. I like owls. I like pigeons. Does do the meat. Yeah, meat. I keep finding videos of people, like, remixing songs just with that bird. The American Woodcock. It's funny. I don't know. It sounded old me, but I think it's funny. Oh yeah, so I used to think red was just a guy studying paintings and it was randomized depending on what you got a painting that actually like was legitimate. And it's sad too that I think even if you try to sell them, you don't get much off of it because they're fake. So I was very upset. It wasn't until I was an adult and it was like getting back into Animal Crossing that I realized that I was being scammed. And that the way you're supposed to get a real painting is to like know the differences and pick which one wasn't a fake. And I never knew Brett's scam was scamming me until like I was an adult. And then I went to go back and play it. And I was like, I have Google now, bitch. So I would just look up which paintings were real. And it was all good game. And so I feel bad for kid me who thought I was just like being scammed by this fictional fox. And like never realized it. I just thought I was doing something wrong or like the game, that's just how the game was. And it's like, no, there's a way to figure it out. I like birds. My photography teacher made fun of me once. Well, she didn't really make fun of me, but she kind of was just laughing at the fact of like how I like birds. Because we were doing a project and you know, we had to take photos. And so you had two parts going on. One was we found pictures on the internet and edited them, and then we took our own photos. And I took a lot of pictures of birds, but then one of the pictures I picked off the internet was a bird, and she noticed it. And they were also the same kind of bird too. At least they looked like it. And she like pulled it up in front of the class. It was like, because we were doing a critique, and she was like, "You really like birds, don't you?" I'm just like, oh, maybe. Perhaps. They're cool, and I have nothing else to take pictures of, so take it or leave it, dang it. But she was cool. She wasn't really making fun of me. She was just like pointing out the fact that I kept taking pictures of birds. And I kept doing it that whole year. Though I try to be different. Not every bird photo went into the category. I did find others I could take pictures of. But that was something that happened. It's the same cards. And then these new card thingies. And that's what kind of like when doing fun colors and stuff, like it just goes by faster. At least if you have your colors ready. We'll try to get this finished. Flats are going pretty fast right now. I've had these on for too long. Oh, welcome! Welcome to the stream. You didn't miss too much. There's lots of this line art. We're about to get done with flats here now. And then we'll be heading to rendering. Yeah, we're drawing Jojo Chibi's. Trying to draw through the diagram. welcome. Hope freaking crazy. I look so freaking cute. OMG. Yay. Yeah, he was a kind of a pain in my ass for a bit because he has so many details, but yeah, he does look cute. Thank you for thinking he looks cute. It's kind of what I hope with these chibis. Chibi's supposed to be cute. Yeah, I'm glad you think he's cute. It's all turning out good now. We're making progress. Should I make that color brighter? Just a little bit, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And now I just need to go back and add some details before I start doing more of the red, more of the shading now. So make some chibis, and after that, I will put them on my store so you can buy them as stickers or a keychain or both. You want to buy both? I have some already on my store, but working on more. That I know. Spice on that. There you go. Yay! Now let's do shading. Yippee! Let's do it. Oh, wait, that color that part. It's not that. We're hanging out, we're chilling, we're vibing. I know, I've been listening to like Jojo games like almost non-stop. That and Walk Like an Egyptian, because I don't know. Like, if YouTube wouldn't banish me for playing it, I probably would be playing like JoJo themes right now. But I'm scared, and I don't like YouTube mad at me, so we're not playing it. But if I was trying to show myself, I would be playing this, or like just whatever most music I listen to. Like one song's been like in my head, my sister showed it to me, was Evolution by Korn. I've been obsessed with that song. The song's so good. Cause I like metal, especially new metal, so right up my alley. Honestly, one of my favorite parts of JoJo's is trying to like figure out what references are to like bands. I'm not as knowledgeable. I mean, I know bands, but I don't know. It's just some of them are like, wait, who the hell is that? Because it'd be like old bands, and I'm like, who? Or like even if I know the band, I'm like, oh, I didn't know that wasn't there. You know, there's always bands out there, like especially older ones, where like you know about them, but you don't know like everything. So you'd be like, oh, I didn't know they had that song. I didn't know they had that album. So that's definitely have to like look up stands like or even characters and JoJo's. I'm like, who? What? And I'm like, oh, okay. Didn't know that. Like even Crazy Diamond, I didn't know it was a Pink Floyd album. Or is it an album or a song? I can't remember. But I know it's Pink Floyd. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't know that. Like I know who Pink Floyd is. Like, I don't know that much about them. I don't listen to them that much or at all. My dad does, I think. My dad likes all the older bands and stuff. Like I was telling him about it because I was like, oh, he'll like this because you know some of these bands that are like in JoJo's or get referenced in JoJo's are like bands he likes. And I think I was talking about Funny Valentine, and I was like, oh yeah, this one guy in a stand called Dirty Deeds and Dirt Cheap. He's like, oh, AC/DC. Like, just to me, it's like, oh yeah, AC/DC. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. Like, I did not know that. I know AC/DC. I didn't know they had an album or like a song. Like, it was an album. I didn't know that. So I was like, oh, my dad was fall. I mean, there's some where I know he listens to the band, but he just doesn't remember. And he's like, okay, I get it. So I'd be like, oh, because I know he likes Prince. And I was like, oh yeah, there's like a Prince reference. I think Golden Experience is one. He was like, I don't know. Like he couldn't remember. There's a lot of Prince artists in JoJo's. At least, there's a couple at least. I don't know if there's that many. I know Golden Experience. I'm pretty sure Golden Experience is a Prince reference. And so is Soft and Wet. I know for sure Soft and Wet's a Prince reference because I keep hearing the fucking song everywhere on Instagram. But no hate, it sounds good. Honestly, seeing all the edits of Gappy with that song made me want to like start reading the manga so I can get to him. That and Wonder Review. I started seeing a bunch of Wonder Review edits and I was like, damn it, he looks cool. I want to see him. And so that, and then like being super like impatient for part 7, I was like, okay, time to read JoJo's. So yeah, I finished part 7. Now I'm reading part 8. So we're getting there. I'm gonna get to Wonder Review. No reason to lend a hand with everything I do. That's the wonder of you. It's kind of funny. Like I know that's a love song, but at least with the way the Wonder of You edits go, it's like now it's a villain song. JoJo fans like claimed it. That song's also been in my head. Wonder Review's been stuck in my head just because of those goddamn edits. Killer Queen too. I do love the song Killer Queen, and I love seeing the Killer Queen edits. Gang. Maybe we will finish this one soon. I'm pretty okay right now. I ate before, so I don't even have to worry about eating. I've been trying. That's why I kind of have my streams a little later, so I have time to eat. It's an early dinner, but at least I eat before. Because if I don't eat, I'll be like starving the whole stream, and I won't have any fun. And I'm sure y'all don't want to hear me eat on stream, so like this is this is not an ASMR or mukbang, so like. Or mukbang, however you want to pronounce it. Crazy Diamond. I like Crazy Diamond. I don't know. I think Crazy Diamond and Verna are some of my favorites. And Jordan Sam are some of my favorites. some of my favorite stands, just because I think they're so cool, and I really do love like the things that they do with them. Because like they're healing stands. Those are the healing stands. Josie's especially is like specifically said to be a healing stand. Jojo's can't be because of like the way it is like. But both of them really can get a lot of creative. They're very creative, and there's a lot of creative things that they do with them. That's why I love them. So I'm like, okay, did not think about it. Did not think to use that ability like that. I mean, that's the kind of something people always say when it comes to like, healers, and especially with ECG stands. Is like, healers can be like kind of boring if you don't like them right. Is this a power? It's just like, oh, they heal, and that's it. But then like Rocky and like the way you create them and going through over it, especially for you guys. They come up with stuff to make them interesting. And like do really interesting things with them besides just heal people. I think that was that part. You seen the Amazing Little Circus Arena? Okay, so I watched the first episode when it came out, and I haven't watched it since, but I've been more or less up to date. Like, I kind of know everything that, like, generally everything that's going on. I don't know even, like, I know the recent part, is out, like, on theaters, but, so I don't know anything about that. But I know generally everything else that happens. I thought the series was, you know, interesting. I know there's a lot of stuff with the creator, and that's kind of why I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna say how this was. I don't vibe with any of that. But besides that, I'm not like super active in it. I'm not like really in the fandom. I just kind of keep up with it because I have a couple of my mutuals that are in it, like who like it. But I really like. I was like watching it. I just kind of kept up with like what happened in it, and then all the allegations came out, and I'm like, yeah, no, that's probably a good thing. Why I'm not? That's probably a good thing. I don't have to worry about all that. It's like, you have to stay out of it. I haven't been like super up to date with it. It's like, I don't know like everything that's going on with like the allegations, but like I was like, yep, just not gonna get into that. I'm already not in it. Time to not try to get into it now. But I do like some things about it. Like I like Kinger. I kind of relate to getting more emotional level. I liked Kane. I thought he was cool. Like, I don't know. He was interesting. But besides that, I'm not like a big fan of it, but I do keep up with it. I did keep up with it. And I probably will see what happens whenever like people start, like it comes out and people start like posting about it, because I know they're kind of staying flat from it. Not spoiling it. Like, it's good. I know a lot of it because I kept seeing clips, and then, like a lot of mutuals I have already who watch the show and like it, so it's kind of like keeping up. The Game Time will end next week's Friday, and it's out in theaters. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I knew it was in theaters, so that's cool. I mean, like, to be honest, like it is cool how like, you know, Digital Circus is in theaters, because it's a big step towards like indie projects. I mean, there's been a couple of movies like that. They're saying no indie project's ever been in theaters, but you know, it's not something you see all the time, or at least not to a lot of people's like recent memory. So it is cool. Like I'll give them that. Like, yeah, cool that you're in theaters, and, you know, because it's not something you really see often, like indie film in theaters. You know, kind of same thing when Iron Lung came out, which I wish I could watch Iron Lung. You know, that's an indie film. And it got in theaters and made big fucking money. People liked it, which that's kind of why I want to watch it. It sounds cool. Damn it. And like Markiplier. And honestly, I feel like there's been more lately with like smaller films getting big, or at least being pushed out more. You know, like Obsession's kind of one, which, God, I want to watch Obsession so bad, but I'm broke and I can't go to the theaters. I'm trying to stay away from spoilers from Obsession, because I really want to watch Obsession. So she like everyone keeps talking how good it is. Like, damn it! And like you can see like the premise and like seeing like the few like little clips I saw, or at least like things about it. Like, damn it, I want to watch it so bad, but I'm broke. But like even Obsession to an extent, because like I know that's made by like, well, he's not a first-time director because he's only made like short films on YouTube. He hasn't made like a feature-length film like this, I don't think. So it's cool to see like smaller creator, and then like Backrooms, you know, A24. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is Kate Pixels the one directing it? Was he the one directing it? I think he was. I know I made a creation of Kate Pixels because I know he's the Backrooms guy, but I was like, wait, is he actually the one making it, or is it just that's just me being silly? I don't know. Or like he helped make it? I don't know if he's the director or not, but you know, stuff like that. And, you know, just like a lot of like smaller like films coming out. Even you can even count Terrifier to an extent. At least Terrifier at least did start out indie, and it's still technically indie, but it's in theaters, or it was in theaters when it came out. So I don't know. It's cool. It's cool to see things like that. You know, getting into theaters because it's a big step for like indie creators. And you know, so that's where I like. Oh, cool. Because, you know, it just shows that like indie films are getting more attention, and like people are getting more chances to indie projects than just like the big blockbusters all the time. Which I feel like it has been times before where that happens. It's just being talked about and like seen more recently than before. I've been trying to take movies off my list of like movies I need to watch. Like yesterday I watched Gonjia, which is like, it's like a found footage movie, and it's about like, it's a Korean movie, and it's just about these people who like go in like a haunted asylum. And then like ghost stuff happens. That movie actually freaked me out. That one was scary. I also watched As Above, So Below. Watch that. That one's pretty good. I've been wanting to watch it, and then they put it back on YouTube for free. So I was like, oh hell yeah, I watch it. More movies on my list I need to watch. I need to watch stuff with The Substance. I've seen a lot of stuff with The Substance. I've basically seen the whole movie, like just through videos. I want to watch it, then just like watch videos about it. The Witch, I want to watch The Witch, I want to watch Nosferatu, I want to watch, what's The Lighthouse, I need to watch Hereditary at some point, I need to watch Midsummer at some point, yeah, what else, Noroi, The Curse, I want to watch that one, I need to watch the original Ring, the Japanese Ring, God, what else? I need to finish watching the Freddy Krueger movies. I have them all on DVD, so I just need to watch them all. Oh, I need to watch Shin Godzilla, which I had a DVD for. I have to like watch it. I like to watch horror movies, if you couldn't tell. Recently, I also watched The Descent. That's a good one. I watched Haunt. My sister was talking about it. I was like, sure, why not? So I watched it. It's not bad. It's pretty good. I watched Bodies. That's another movie I watched recently with Bodies. That one's pretty good. It's a horror film, but it's not really like that scary. But it's not a bad movie either. I don't know anything about it. I remember I watched the other two. I watched Maxine. I watched Maxine. So I've seen Pearl and I've seen X, but I haven't seen Maxine yet. But I heard some people saying it's not as good, but I still want to watch it. What else is Jennifer's Body was one I was kind of looking at. I don't know, that might be it. Probably more on my list, but this one I can't remember. Other like new ones I want to watch. I kind of do want to watch the Backrooms movie. I'm curious. It doesn't sound bad either. It sounds pretty good. Kind of people complaining just seems like nothing complains. Like okay, that's whatever. That. I also want to watch Hokum. I really want to watch Hokum. Yeah, so I have a lot of movies I want to watch. It sucks because I want to watch a lot of new ones, but they're not out. I mean, they're out, but a lot of them are in theaters. And like, that's normally not an issue. But it is for me because I'm broke and I can't go to the theater. Also, I don't even think some of them are even airing on theaters. Like, they're not in theaters anymore. Like, I don't think Hoku's on theaters anymore. Obsession, I think, still is. That one's just got on theaters. But besides that, I don't think anything else is on. It's like anything else. Not showing, or I don't know where they are. Well, some of them I know is HBO Max. I can, like, sit my ass down and watch them. And some of these I usually have a movie I can watch. I can only usually watch the movie the rest of it. Rarely can I watch the movie. Unless I'm specifically doing like a movie night kind of thing. Yeah, but the one top on my list right now is Obsession. I really want to watch Obsession. But, you know, I don't have money to go watch Obsession. You seen Steel Ball Run? I have. I watched the episode. It's so good. And I finished reading the manga recently because I was impatient. I couldn't wait any longer. I really wanted to keep watching Steel Ball Run. It's really good. I hope they, you know, it keeps getting better. I hope. You know, it's like reading the manga kind of gave me like, oh, you know, this is so cool animated. Oh, I'm so excited. I kind of wish they did wait, you know, because a lot of like people were upset that they kind of just like did one episode and then left, which is like, I get it, it was a 45-minute episode, it's a longer episode, but like, you know, people were excited because people were already waiting so long to see it, and then you like release it, but then, oh, that's it. That's all you get. And it's like, we were already waiting. People were already waiting long enough. You could have waited a little longer to do it. You know, but yeah. Like, honestly, they should have waited. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, it's still really good. I thought it was really good. I've seen Steel Run. I was thinking about rewatching it. I did like it a lot. And I'm just excited to see like everything. Now that I've read everything, I'm like, ooh, oh, I'm so excited to see this animated. Oh, this is gonna be so cool. Joe Bros in your style to try and main Jojo protagonist? Yes, I am. I am going to do the Joe Bros. I think so. I'm currently reading part 8, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get to Johnny at least. We'll see from there if I'm like I can finish part 8 or not. If I have, which I don't think I'll. Maybe, but if not, then I'll just stop there and start doing the villains. But I was doing villains and the Joe Bros like interchangeably, so I'll be like, oh, let's say like I don't do Gappy and I just do Johnny. So I'll be like, okay, I did Johnny. Now I'm gonna draw part 1 Dio, and then I'm gonna draw Speedwagon. And then after I draw Speedwagon, I'll draw Cars or something, and then draw Pelly, and then go back and forth. So like, oh, the Pelly, okay, then I'll draw maybe on the other Pillow Man, or I'll do Dio for part 3, and go from there. So yeah, I am gonna do the Joe Bros. That's what I'm excited for, and it's kind of, I really want to, because I keep seeing people being like, oh, I want this Jojo sticker, but it's someone I haven't drawn yet. Usually it's Polnareff. I'm like, damn it, I'm gonna draw Polnareff, but I'm not there yet because I want her to stay in this like flow that I have right now, like this pattern I have. I feel bad because I only have like 3. But I'm starting. I'm working on it. I do plan to do all of it. I know there's some where I was like, oh, I want to draw them. It'd be kind of cute, but then I'm like, I don't think they would sell. Like one, honestly, one I've been thinking about is Smokey from part 2, because I like him. Yeah, he doesn't do much, but I like him. I don't know, maybe because he kind of gets forgotten. So I'm like, I remember you. You know, you didn't do too much. Yeah, Caesar's there, so you're like getting into competition there. But I'm like, hey, Smokey. But I don't think I make a stick. I'll draw Smokey if anything, but I don't think I'm gonna make him like a chibi. Unless people ask enough, but probably not, because I don't think anyone remembers Smokey. And then, but you know, draw a good number. It's gonna take a while because there's so many characters, and then like it's all these parts, especially like when the Jobos start expanding, right? Or like characters. So like part 1, I would draw Dio. I've drawn Jonathan already, so then I would do Dio. Then I do Speedwagon. I would do Zapelli. And then maybe Arena. I might do Arena just because I like Arena. That's kind of thinking too with Smokey's, like I like Smokey, so I'll just draw him anyway. I mean, like no one buys him, but like at least I did it. Because it's just print on demand, so it's not like a... If I was selling this like my own stock, then I probably wouldn't do it, but since I'm not, it's fine. But then yeah, and then part 2, it would be 3 Pillar Men, maybe Santana if I really care enough to draw Santana. But him, and then it's Caesar and Lisa. That's probably as far as I go for that. Part 3, we got a couple because it was Dio, and then it starts with the Crusaders. So Abdul, Kakuen, Polnareff, Old Joseph. So I think I would do Old Joseph, and then Iggy. Oh, keep Iggy. Yeah, and then part 4 is even more. At least, I don't know how many, because I know there's a lot of people in part 4. So like it's kind of like I guess deciding who I'm gonna draw. Definitely Okuyasu and like Koichi. Yeah, I guess I'd do Rohan too. But then like I don't know if I would do like any of the other like characters show up. Maybe Mikitaka, because I know people like Mikitaka. I like Tonio, so I might do Tonio. And then Yukiko, probably Yukiko. Maybe Remy if I really care enough to do her. I don't know. Part 5 gets even bigger because it's all Bucciarati's gang. It's Bucciarati, it's Abachi, it's Arancha, it's Fugo, it's fucking what's his face, Mista, and everybody in Trash, and then you have, you know, Diavolo, and I don't know. I feel like I should just because people like him a lot would be La Squadra and all them bitches, and that's a lot. In part 6, we just keep going, just keeps going. In part 7, I'm like not sure because like it's easier to decide. It's a little easier to decide for like the other parts because they have anime annotations, so it's kind of easier to gauge like people's interest in these characters. But like the anime hasn't come out yet for part 7, so it's hard to like pick favorites. I have my favorites, so I'll definitely be doing them, and I see some stuff at part 7, so I know like at least some people who like, everyone like, people like Hot Pants, people like, you know, I like Hot Pants, or Sandman. Well, people like Sandman now because Sandman's introduced already. People really funny about him because he's the main fucking villain. And I've been seeing it. I've been seeing more art, like characters who haven't. I've seen art before. So like Blackmore was one, and so maybe him. I like Blackmore. He looks cool at least. It's kind of thing. It's like, what should you do? Just Victor's headlining, or just not go crazy on the side villains. Probably just that. Not go crazy on the side villains. Part, honestly, I don't know anything about part 8. So here's like, oh yeah, you. But like, obviously Gappy and Yasuo, if I remember their name right. And then the Tori, right? Tori's the main villain that went under review. Like them, obviously. After that, and I don't know shit about part 9, so it's gonna take me a while. But that's also why he's like, I need to start making merchandise stuff. Okay. Hi. Thank you for saying hi. There's people in chat, so we're good. I'm not all alone. My man. I wanted to fix the shading on his hair. Okay, I think I might do a different lighting later. Highlight later. So that can be for his hair, and then I'll do another one. Because, I don't know. His hair's weird. I mean, no it's not. Don't beat me up. But it's just... Love you, Blaine. Love you too. But... His hair is a specific thing, and I don't... If it like, doesn't look right, it's just... It doesn't go off, so... It's a good game. We got this. We're all in this together. Once we know that we're all stars and we'll make it. Yeah, art, bitch. Just kidding. I also realized I need to shade the peace sign. So let me do that real quick. Cause it'll bug me forever. Also, I can do the lighting. The lighting on it. Do just a tad. That's not it. Alrighty. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. He's got some lighting, so let's do that. Crazy Diamond. You know how gaslit I felt? Because I've been watching this show, and then like I watched a lot of it, most of it on Crunchyroll. Obviously, I watched season 6 and the bit of COL run up Netflix, but I for the longest time didn't realize, at least when I was watching it, didn't realize that like the stands' names were different, right? Because like because like there's a localized, right? Because they changed the names on a lot of the stands because they didn't want to get copyrighted or whatever, or something like that. I don't know. And so a lot of the stands names were different. So like there's some Crazy Diamond on like a lot of localized stands called Shining Diamond. And they did it for a lot of the stands. Some of them they didn't care. There's some translations where they don't care and they just keep it. Like I know, at least when I was watching some part 4 on Netflix, and as far as I know, for most of them they kept the names of the stands. Like they didn't change them. But at least on Crunchyroll, a lot of them did change. So like for a while I would see stands and they'll be like, oh yeah, this stand's name is Shiny Diamond, and then I'll see like comments like on like JoJo stuff be like, oh Crazy Diamond. I'm like, who the fuck is what? And until I realized, I think I found out, I don't know how I found out exactly, but I just saw something else like, oh okay, so I get it now. They're based on bands or like songs and stuff, like some kind of music reference, and they changed it in like some of the localized stuff because they were scared of copyright. And so now I try to like learn stands. Sometimes it's easy when you watch a show because they'll say, because like it's funny because like when they're because I watched it in sub, and in the sub when like the actors say the names, they say it like it's supposed to be. So like you'll hear like, you know, Crazy Diamond, you know, I don't know what else, something they'll say it because they say it in English and they'll say the actual name, but then the subtitles will be different. So sometimes you can tell if you just like listen and like be like, oh, this way. Oh yeah, like Sticky Fingers, but they said Zipper Man, but like it was obviously he was saying Sticky Fingers, not Zipper Man. But that's what the sub was trying to say it was, but that's not what the actor was saying. Not in the sub, at least. So I'm sure, I know the dub they have them say the like localized name, but in the sub they don't. The original voices. I like learned like, oh, okay, that's who it is. And it's funny because sometimes they won't care, right? Because it's like, oh, you know, I was like, first I was like, oh, because I think I was watching Stone Ocean, one stand called Survivor, and it's like the band, right? So I was like, okay, that one, yeah, I can see why I wouldn't change that one, because that one's like, that's like a general word, can't really copyright that. But then it's weird because they do that for him, but then with Hermes, with Kiss, they changed it into Smack, which is like, Kiss is a general word, you can keep it, obviously the reference is the band, but you can call it Kiss, because Kiss is a general word, you can argue that. Kiss isn't a copyrightable word, at least it shouldn't be. So like, why are y'all changing that one? That one makes sense, that one's fine. Because the other one, some of them like get like, at least the worry of like, oh, they'll copyright me. Like, I get it, to an extent, because like, okay, yeah, that's kind of like, that's kind of my worrying too with some of this with the Seawall run. It's like, how are y'all gonna get around this? Like D4C, 30 Deeds and Dirt Cheap. How I don't know how they're gonna change that one. Right? I don't know. I mean, I know they pulled that shit with Poochie, with White Snake is Pale Snake, and Sea Moon, and then instead of made in heaven, it's made in heaven. So like, I don't know. I'm trying to think like what they would change it to for Valentine, for 30 Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Because that one, I feel like that one definitely would scare him a bit, just because it is straight up just the name of the album. Unless they just have him call it D4C only and not 30 Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. At least in the sub. Well, I guess the dub too, but that's what I'm wondering. Is like, are they just gonna? Because I'm sure. Oh, the subs for sure are gonna say 30 Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. But like for the dub and like the subtitles, like, are they gonna have him call it D4C all the time, or like, are they gonna change it somehow? It's so specific. That's not the thing. It's so specific. Like, how are you gonna skirt around this one? Dude, that one's kind of like hard to just change. I think that one's hard to change. Some are easier. Like, okay, I get that. Right. Like, at least with Giorno and Jolene, they changed it to like Golden Wind and then Stone Ocean, which is like, okay, that one makes sense because it's just the name of the part. that works. And then for like Josuke here with Crazy Diamond, I changed to Shiny Diamond, which kind of fits because the album or the song or whatever that this Crazy Diamond is named after is called Shine On Crazy Diamond, or Shine On You Crazy Diamond. So like that makes sense. I get that to kind of just like change a word around. Because anyway, with like Bad Companies, Force Companies, like some are easy to change around, some are kind of hard. Like Sticky Fingers, I think that one was so specific. And then like they completely changed it. I don't like. I call it, even when I was like kind of trying to figure out like the whole like thing, I just call it Sticky Fingers. That's what I kept hearing, and that sounded cooler than Superman. There's something we tried, because even Killer Queen's one, but like they just kept it. They were just like, yeah, fuck it. I guess I'll call Killer Queen, and that's like a reference. It's like just kept. Bites to Dust, yeah, Bites to Dust is another one. You done, gang? I think we're done. Our lighting here. I think we got it. So don't add too much extra lighting, just that's his hair. That's the shading on his hair, like that's all I can do. Well, I've done all I can do. Like that's it. Let me just do the background. So I usually put a background on for like when I press it. Mojo Radio. More obvious. You know, Part 4 has a lot of bright colors. So I like Part 4. I like the Italian restaurant one because I'm like, oh, you know, I kind of want to keep my organs inside of me, but at the same time, I could use some of that food. What else do you plan to add on to the art, or are you done? I think I'm done. Like, because with these chibis, at least, because like, I kind of just keep them like this. So then I can put them on the stickers and the keychains. So yeah, I think I'm done. I like it. I think it looks good. I don't know what y'all think. Background for the thing, but also I'm going to use this as the background for the sticker, because for, I don't know, I've just had a thing where with these chibis I have like a colored background for the stickers and the keychains, so. But I need, ACG Goes only offers so much of like with the selection, so this is like, I make my own now, so I can like make it more customized. But yeah, I think I'm done. It's 8:21, so it's late, kind of late. So I've been here about what, 2 hours? Got 2 hours. So I think I might call it here. Because I finished. We did. I finally finished artwork on stream, guys. Well, I guess I did that with the stickers, but like, you know. We did it. We made it. Jojo Chibi 4 done. Now I just need to. I have like 50 more to go, but you know, for the Joestars, I only have 5, 6, 3 more to go. For now, until I get to finish part 8, but yeah, so we did good. I think I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna be pretty busy next week. I have a full week. The art did turn out great. Thanks. Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with it. Now I just gotta. I might mess with the background colors maybe off stream, but this is good right now. So, yep, I think I'm about to call it. We'll be pretty busy next week. I have a full week of work and stuff, but next week I'll be watching some analog horror. I'll be watching the Wilson Files just to chill. So I hope to see y'all there. And yeah, I hope y'all had a good time. I had a good time. Hope y'all had a good time. All right. I will see y'all in the next stream. Goodbye.